Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make some really cute little polymer clay lemon pastries that are inspired by the Rilakkuma lemon series. I have collaborated with my best friend here on YouTube, Pink Sugar Cotton, and she made this super adorable needle felted Rilakkuma lemon fairy. I like to call him a fairy. I don't know if he is. He has little wings, but it's super cute, so make sure to check out her video. I'll put the link down below in the description and you can click on the thumbnail. So let's just get started. I'm going to start out with some yellow clay. I mixed some, I think it's called lemonade, literally, the color of Sculpey, and I mixed it with some white, and I'm just going to roll this into a log, and then I'm going to flatten it to make it more of an oval shape. You don't have to use an extruder for this part, but I really highly recommend it. I love my little extruder. I highly recommend getting one if you don't have one. They're pretty cheap at Michael's. But I'm just going to use a regular circle and squeeze out a little tube. And then I'm going to do 2 of those to make the ears for the little lemon bread loaf, and then cut it off at the ends. And then I'm going to smooth that on. Then I'm going to shade using chalk pastels, and I like to roll the chalk pastels on sandpaper just so I make sure it's really fine. And then I'm actually using a makeup brush. I find that these work pretty well for shading. And I'm just going to kind of do a crust all the way around the edges of my bread loaf. I put it all in the freezer for a little bit, and then I'm going to cut off the ends to make sure that it's nice and clean on the edges. And then I'm going to texture with a ball tool. Now I'm going to make a little plate for my bread to sit on. I just rolled out some blue clay and then kind of made an indent like a plate. I'm going to use some liquid Sculpey to attach the bread loaf onto the plate. I'm going to take some more TLS or translucent liquid Sculpey, and I'm going to add in some white pastel. This is going to make the glaze. I really do not recommend mixing it in a silicone cupcake holder. That was not a smart idea. Do it in a cup or on plastic. And then I'm just going to put the glaze on top of the bread loaf. If you don't add the white, it's going to be completely clear, and I wanted mine to be a little bit more white to look like more like icing. Then I'm going to add some lemon cane slices. Feel free to make these yourself. I got mine from Miniature Sweet on Etsy. I made this cupcake mold using an Iwako eraser. There are plenty of cupcake molds on Etsy if you do not have one. Then I'm going to just add some yellow clay on top for the top of the cupcake. Then I'm going to add 2 ears for Rilakkuma, and then smooth those on, and then texture the whole top using a stiff paintbrush or sandpaper or anything you want to. Then I'm going to take it out of the mold, and then I'm going to texture it. I went a little bit too heavy on the texturing, or the shading, I mean. Then I'm going to use the handy dandy extruder again, and I'm going to make the little icing. And then I'm going to put a cane slice in that as well. You can also add a face to this, but I opted not to. I got this mold, I believe, from Little Surprises here on YouTube. She has this little Rilakkuma tart mold, which is super adorable. So I'm just going to put some tan clay in here and kind of press it to look kind of like a pie crust. And then I'm going to texture just the edges. It doesn't really matter if you do the inside or not because we're going to cover it. I popped it out of the mold and textured the outside as well. Then I mixed some more TLS with some yellow clay. This was extremely sticky and hard to work with, but it looks really cool. It looks a lot like kind of like a lemon custardy cream filled pie, so I really liked how it came out. It was just really messy. Then you're going to bake and then add details like Rilakuma's face. Then you're going to add your glaze. I'm just using Sculpey glaze, and I just did the top of the icing to make it shiny. The cupcake, I glazed the entire thing. Here I'm using just regular silicone like you would buy at Home Depot, and I just put an icing tip on it, and I'm going to use this as icing, and then add a little lemon slice. And there you have your really cute Rilakkuma lemon series inspired creations. There are tons more things that you could make. I super love the Rilakkuma lemon series. I think it's absolutely adorable, and lemons are just so bright and yellow and fun. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Again, make sure to check out Sophie's tutorial. She's absolutely amazing at clay, but she also is really good at needle felting. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye!